Hello, this is episode 1 of the Opera Review. My name is Andrew. I'm a clarinetist, a sometimes pianist, a sometimes singer, and full-time opera fan. This review is for Komische Oper Berlin's production of Erich Korngold's Die Tote Stadt, which translates into The Dead City. The production was directed by Canadian Robert Carson. Die Tote Stadt is a psychological thriller based on a novel from the late 1800s. The basic outline of the plot is that Paul, the main character, has recently lost his wife, but has also come across and met a woman who resembles her exactly. He falls immediately for her. He's infatuated with her, and he is also completely losing his grip on reality and is haunted by visions of his late wife. I strongly recommend going to Wikipedia and reading a synopsis of the opera before watching it. Today I'm happy to be joined by my lovely friend Karen. She is an opera singer as well as a visual artist and a seamstress, and of course a giant opera fan herself. The stream is up for free at operavision.eu until March 28th. I highly recommend that you go catch it before it comes down. And a note on the video, the opera stream looks and sounds a little bit choppy, but I think that's just because the recording program was simultaneously recording it as well as streaming it for us, so working double duty on some sort of like feedback loop. When you go watch it, it will be, the quality will be completely fine. Enjoy. If you want to go right to our final thoughts and review, I will put a timestamp below.
Okay. I hope it's a good production. I hope we didn't crap out.
I mean, get a load of the music.
Love it.
Oh, get this. Of course, the guy is like, he's watching the movie. He's watching his life. That's why we see him watching it.
Oh, that's the tenor there in the shadow? Paul, the main guy?
Yes.
Oh. I love the bed.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the Temple of Memory. Yeah, it's like she's saying you could rent this apartment, and it looks like a real apartment. We could have that apartment today, right? It doesn't look necessarily antiquated. And we just see the silhouette, and I think of that's Paul, and it's just a silhouette. And then we just look him looking at his life.
I do like that. I didn't pick up on... I kind of like tuned him out immediately.
Like, it's just visually stunning.
I really like the look of the set. Even the little what are those, like, side tables the lamps are sitting on? I kind of want
like
one.
some of that furniture, I'm like, where did you get it? Like Struck Tube? Because
oh my god, not Struck Tube. I went in there with a friend, like, in the summer, and I was just like, oh, not this place.
Or a CB2, something maybe not Struck Tube, maybe like a little bit more elevated, but nice furniture.
CB2? I've not heard of CB2.
I think it's like fancier. I just don't know a lot of furniture stores.
I love that. It's so nice.
It's just these long lyric lines, like, I want to sing that. Like, give me the score and I'll start working on it. It's so beautiful. It doesn't matter if the story's messed up.
Yeah, that's a really fun score to play, sounds like.
Can you imagine being in the orchestra of this?
I would love it.
Yeah. And the scrim goes up, and now he's in his life. Did they already talk about why the shoes are there?
No, I think he just left her room as it is, maybe? This happened in the Barber Seville too. I asked my friend, the character did something like this, I asked my friend, shoes on the bed.
What do you mean, who's on the bed?
No, shoes on the bed. He's got a shoe on the bed. Is that a yes or a no for you?
Well, I think in Canada we don't even wear shoes in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But I have noticed, like, you know, in the US, for example, in the times that I've gone there, like, people wear their shoes indoors, and so then if you lie down in bed, maybe you try not to put your shoes on the bed, but, like, you know, you're still wearing your shoes if you lie on the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this guy has a choice, but talking about the shoes, like, why are those shoes lined up over there?
Are you still wondering?
Well, first of all, those shoes are stunning. And a
you
woman
like
needs
them?
to be wearing them because they're so beautiful. But it is strange. Everything else is so tidy, and then there's like clothes. Well, not clothes, but like her things,
Shoes
her
on the floor.
shoes there. Yeah,
Mm.
it's interesting, and I haven't figured out why they are there. Falsettos or no falsettos in opera? What do you think?
Oh, what do I think? You know what? No.
It takes me out of it a little bit.
Yeah. In like a Broadway musical, sure. Not in an opera.
I don't know if it's in the score or not, but it kind of it weirds me out a little bit.
I don't.
That's kind of creepy. Look at that. Like, that's just creepy.
The lock of hair?
Like, here's the lock of hair.
I mean, I don't know if any. Are there many operas where their like male part has like a falsetto written into it?
Like Kurt Weill's that aria, Lonely House. But even like then, people don't agree if it should be falsettoed or not.
Oh, interesting. You're right, the lighting is really good.
Yeah, because I just realized like it gives it like a realism to it. But then there's like weird things like the shadow of the big chandelier sometimes appears. Or sometimes like you can tell like she opened the door and there's light coming through the door. Like that.
Yeah.
So it's like real.
So, Karen, you make clothing. What do you think of this jacket? Before I give my
I was just
uneducated
going to
opinion.
say I love her outfit. I mean,
Including the jacket?
yeah, it's so cute. Plus, remember it's 1930s, right? 1920s, 1930s.
Yeah.
So it's very accurate with the period. And look at the shoes.
Oh yeah.
This production can also be dubbed as like the one with the awesome shoes.
What I don't like about her jacket though is like the fur on the bottom doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the coat.
Let's see. I love her hair. She looks beautiful. I don't agree with you.
No?
I think the jacket is good. It's like,
Even with the little piece of the coat at the bottom of the fur?
yeah.
Okay. I do like the coat overall. I just saw that one little detail. I like what she's wearing underneath as well.
I love her voice.
Yeah, of course, she sounds fantastic.
Yeah, her dress is really nice.
Oh my god, the music is so good.
It's epic.
I can't believe he was so young and he wrote the music is so deep.
It's just so colorful, but like I said, it's like passionate but normal but colorful but like unique. Nobody's composing like this. Ooh, she's letting her hair down.
He's gonna try the shoes on.
I'm telling you, this show is all about the shoes. No, sister, it's not just the dancing that excited him.
Oh, shoes on the bed! Is this gonna be like every opera I watch? Shoes on the bed.
You just realized that this relationship is actually kind of screwed up?
Yeah, I was gonna say here it is. So he like truly believes in the reincarnation, like delusion, fantasy in his mind.
And here comes his dead wife.
I love like a really well done video projection.
You know, it's hard when you introduce ghosts in opera. It's hard to not make it seem goofy.
Yeah.
And this is a great solution because it's not goofy. And because they all already went the cinematic route where, you know, we can suspend our disbelief.
Yeah.
It's just a really stunning way to beautifully present a ghost.
Yeah. And I love that it's projected on all three walls. I don't love that my light was flickering. That was my power gonna go out? Oh. If it does, we're gonna be screwed.
Okay. Morbid question here.
Yeah.
If you have a lifelong partner that you're like married to and you die, do you want your partner to find a new person?
Oh, that's a question. You know what? I'm dead. Who cares? I don't care.
Because, I mean, you could argue that this ghost is in his head, but if this
Yeah.
ghost is literally coming to say, "Do you still love me? And you're not cheating on me?" And it's like, "But you're
Yeah.
dead. What do you want me to do? Plus, this chick looks just like you. So what do you want me to do?"
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, in reality, I say if I'm dead, then just move on. In opera, I'd be pretty wary of what a ghost tells me. But what about you?
Like, this is a very touching moment. Our love was and will be, like, I'm imagining that the rest of the sentence is like forever and beautiful or whatever, something like that, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like, yeah, if I passed away, I want my husband to suffer for a little bit, but then, like, go on and continue living your life, like, maybe don't forget me, but, you know,
But
but
also,
this guy, I mean, honestly, needs to go to therapy, and it's a good time to talk about mental health and, like, taking care of yourself when you're grieving and you've lost somebody. But, like, what a selfish ghost.
yes. Well, I don't think it's a ghost. I think he's like haunted by his own
Yeah.
memories or his own imagination, because I think she like vision he sees, if I remember the synopsis, like she tells him not to like cheat on her, but then she like changes her mind, so it's all in his head.
Ooh. The room.
Love it. Now he's officially going bonkers.
That is good set design.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is great set design.
I love it.
This is a great production. Everybody should watch it.
It's a pretty good, yeah. It's a pretty good production.
So, for the non avid opera watchers,
The
this is why
uninitiated.
opera is expensive, right? Because
Oh yeah, you're paying. The ticket's gotta
the
pay for.
just the engineering alone to have a revolving stage. Now you have a chorus.
Everyone needs the costume.
And, like, not to mention the orchestra, which is like kicking
I
butt.
was just gonna say you gotta pay the orchestra too.
They are epic. And the thing is, like, I guess you could have staged it without the revolving stage, but it really is so cool.
It really adds a whole another level.
Yeah. So we started with realism. The apartment looked very normal, and, like, now we're in another realm. Such great directing and stage design.
I mean, I love this like ghostly cloud of, spirit in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, how did they get? I don't know about directing, but that's cool how they did that.
Like, the direction and the stage design of this is, like, off the charts. It's so good.
I'm gonna look at this guy right now, do a little fact check on Robert Carson, and see what else he's done.
It's just genius. And, like, how that cloud is now changing colors because of the lighting. Whew. It's every detail, and everything is planned, and everything is means something. So it's really cool.
It's John Waters, right? He draws on the little pencil mustache.
Ooh, glitter falling from the ceiling.
with her.
The same chandelier. This reminds me of the Moulin Rouge scene where she comes from that like chandelier and she's just like hanging from it.
I think I've only seen Moulin Rouge once, so I can't recall.
It's like La Traviata. Just watch La Traviata that you've seen. No, that's a bit sacrilegious because it's a really good movie. But... Costume and the shoes.
What is that, like sequence on the runway?
Yeah, but there's like fringe
and beads.
And beads. Category is
1920s.
Beads on the runway.
Yeah, beads on the runway.
Bejeweled.
I mean, we totally passed right over it, but I really like the ensemble writing. There's like the two sopranos in the background and the guys when they were all in the bed. It was nice. It was nice and intricate.
The vocal lines are so satisfying. Like, I kind of want to like take out the score and sing through it just because it's so nice.
It's probably IMSLP. This is from like what, 1920?
Yeah, probably.
It's like 100 years. It's like 101 years. Oh god. I say 1920, and it doesn't seem like it's 100 years ago.
A little more now.
Yeah. So they had like 2 of every set piece because they had to cover one.
Yeah. So that means that everything has to be custom made.
You think it was custom made?
Most likely. Unless, like, again, they went to Structube and bought 2 of each. And bejeweled.
I would just hate like doing the bejeweling process and thinking like, we've just ruined. Like you can't use it in your house. You know, you were saying there's like a lot of dancing and there's a lot of people walking around and the set pieces being moved. But I like that you don't hear any of it. Because I watched an opera recently and like there was dancing in it, and there was like little ballerinas, right? But it sounded like thump, 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 thump with every step, and I couldn't get over how noisy it was.
So was it like the microphones that they were just like picking too much of the stage? I wonder how they record the audio for this.
I think it was just like whatever the floor is made of, you know, is sometimes is louder than others.
And now we're back at the apartment.
You know what? It's like never a problem with how a woman really is. I think all the problems are always how like a man imagines her to be.
Yeah,
in opera and real life.
He's the one that, okay, so you lost your wife, that's a horrible thing. You're grieving to the point where you're hallucinating. But all of it, he's blaming it on her. I mean, he has his moments
and he's projecting like he doesn't even.
I think he has his lucid moments where he says like, I didn't love you, I desired you, but I didn't love you, but yeah, like he doesn't take responsibility for himself.
But he also like doesn't even know Marietta. He's completely imagining that she's like this harlot who slept with all the other dancers in the dance company, and that his friend is gonna like be with her, and like they don't even know each other. He knows nothing about her.
Yeah, you don't own her.
Yeah, he's insane.
Okay, thoughts on the orchestra?
They've been fantastic this whole time. I think the superstar player has been the flute. They've really like stood out, and there's like a lot of crazy licks
Intense stuff, yeah.
that the flute has had, and they've just like ripped it.
It's such a complicated opera because it's so psychological.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard. It's not straightforward
Everything,
story.
like, the plot is complicated because it's all about like his mental state.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I think like books are the perfect medium for something of like your inner turmoil, because you know you can read the thoughts of someone as opposed. I mean, in the opera, I guess
You can in
you
opera
know,
as
but it
well.
adds a layer. I think the worst medium though is like a movie, because then you just have to have like a
You
dialogue
can have
on top
voiceovers
of
or
it,
dialogue.
a voiceover. It doesn't work.
It doesn't
for
work
me.
as well. Yeah.
No.
I really like how they're using the children's choir. But talk about like an expensive production, because now you're adding the chorus plus a children's choir.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I love it when an opera they
Yeah.
take liberties.
Yeah.
So the synopsis is this, but you know what? We're actually gonna let her stay dead for the rest of the opera on the floor. We're not gonna clean up the set.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna switch the ending, like, because it gives everything a whole new meaning.
I mean, I think that's like the, obviously you know and I know, but people, they don't know that you can just like change. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I was talking about this with my friend in the last one I recorded, is that the music stays the same and the words stay the same in every production. And it's just how you decide to direct it and stage it, and the time period and the costumes can change the meaning of everything, which is the fun part, because you can watch an opera, like the same opera, five different productions, and they're all different.
Exactly. That's why you can watch an opera a million times, because every time it'll be different. And
yeah.
I mean, I went on Wikipedia a little bit ago, and I was like, wait a minute, which act are we on? And then I'm reading the synopsis, and I'm like, okay, now this is different. This is not what I was told was going to happen. But then it's like, ooh, plot twist, like.
And it's done so well. This production was so good. The
visuals, the set design, the costumes.
Yeah, the lighting.
I mean, the creativity, even like the 10 Virgin Marys. I'm like, what is going on? And it's like, yes, now that I know what the plot twist is, I'm like, yes. Okay, wait. Those dancer chorus people, they're so good looking. My God. They are so good looking.
These are the two women I liked.
Yeah.
They had good little lines.
Yeah, they look great. But like, look at the two chorus men in the front. They're hot. Look at them. Not the one with the mustache.
I'm looking. My eyes are open. So I did this last time. You're the guest. I'll let you go first.
Okay. What I liked and what I didn't like?
Yeah. Well, I think my 3 questions were, what did you like? What didn't you like? And what questions do you still have?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I did get confused somewhere in the middle, like the roadmap suddenly got like, and I did have to like go and relook at the synopsis and be like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I realized that they had a plot twist, which I loved. I thought
Yeah,
the
yeah,
plot twist was epic.
Uh-oh.
Wait, now they're in lab coats.
I know. I was just gonna say that. So he's like fully crazy. Everything was
Plot
imagined?
twist. That is a plot twist.
Oh my god.
There's not a whole lot I didn't like, so I'll start with a negative.
Okay.
The tenor isn't my world's favorite.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, not my favorite. I'll just say that much because I don't want to be mean. But what I loved was everything else pretty much. Like the music,
Yeah.
of course. Like the music. The story's a bit messed up, but I really love the director's point of view. His direction, his thought process, the set design, the costumes were epic, top notch, so good. And the lady who played Marietta / Marie is phenomenal, and everybody should go and listen to her because she's so good.
Wow.
I loved the orchestra. I just thought it was an all around good show. The other negative, which I already said, was like we did kind of lost ourselves a little bit in there. We were like, huh?
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I do think that if we had been there in person, we would have received a program, and the program notes would have like told us everything we needed to know, which we don't have. It would have even included the director's point of view and what he was trying to do. So that's the only thing.
I agree with pretty much everything you said. I was taking notes like during the opera. Yeah. Just to make sure I knew what I wanted to say. I loved the orchestra, fantastic. The direction was great. The lighting was good. The set, like the exploding of the set and the revolving of the set. We disagreed on that coat, but that's a small point.
And the bejeweling, you didn't like the bejeweling.
I did not like the bejeweling. I thought it was like a shame. It was a shame to cover up like so many great set pieces in the glitter. But then I can see like the reason behind it. Of course, I could appreciate all that. I don't like it.
You don't like that everything's bejeweled?
I do not like that.
But it's magical. When things are bejeweled, it's magical.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like, you know, in the 90s, you had things that were made of plastic, and in the plastic, it was just like filled with sparkles, and then you'd get like a pencil case that was like sparkly plastic, and that's what it reminds me of.
I like it. I think because it's like meant to be like he's in a dream, and so maybe not a dream, but like this is surreal.
Yeah,
So the
definitely.
idea is like this isn't a real moment in his life. Whereas like in the beginning we were in realism, like everything was like
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I'm just like not a fan of the book. In my little like opera, what did they like opera bingo? We had we got to check off sex and murder and the supernatural.
Oh yeah.
Was there a concealed identity though? That's normally the other big thing in opera, but I don't think there was here.
Well, not concealed, but there was like an identity crisis of sorts.
Yeah,
Is she the
identity
wife? Is
crisis.
she Marietta? Who is she? And like he doesn't know and he can't tell them apart.
Yeah, the
So there
identity
is an
crisis.
identity crisis.
Okay, I'll give it like a half check mark. I absolutely loved the freaking Virgin Marys. That was so. I mean, and then they just kept coming. If I was in that audience, I would not be able to hold back my laughter. And the people beside me would be like, "Can you shut up?" And I'd be like, "There's 10 Virgin Marys." It was brilliant. What is a chasuble? Chasuble? What is that?
I'm gonna Google that.
I've never seen that word ever. Oh, we got the freaking Virgin Mary. Oh, 2 Virgin Marys. 3 Virgin Marys.
I think they are like the robes that priests wear. Hence the Virgin Marys.
5 Virgin Marys.
Like
5 of them.
Like these.
Oh, okay. Sorry, when they brought up the 2 extra Virgin Marys, I just had
I'm
6?
lost.
Oh
Why
God.
are there 5 Virgin
7?
Marys? 6? 7? Am I seeing 7?
I guess a procession. Oh my God, 8. There's so many. Unless they're just like all rotating. I mean, there's so many on the screen right now. It's like 8 on the screen. Oh my God.
I mean, did they lose their marbles a little bit now? like, okay, do we need 8 Virgin Marys?
Yeah, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Did I miss
10?
something?
No, 9. Oh my God. He's watching like the church procession in some sort of holy.
Okay. I'm sure if I had read the program notes that provided for this show.
There are 10 Virgin Marys on the stage.
And then why 10 and not 12? Or not 13?
You know what's so? I feel so stupid. I felt like the freaking like Count from Sesame Street. Like 1 Virgin Mary, 2 Virgin Mary, 5 Virgin 10 Virgin Marys. Oh my God. Well, that was a good laugh.
Oh,
brilliant.
Favorite moments was like in that procession with the funeral procession and how the orchestra was mimicking the rain.
Yeah, I really liked that. I love that in the orchestra you can hear the rain coming down. The blink, 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 blink,
Yeah.
blink, blink, blink. Love it.
I like other favorite moments is Marietta's lead, which is like that famous aria that I told you. That I knew that aria, like it comes in like the famous like aria for sopranos and blah blah blah. and they separate it and they make it into an aria for a soloist. But in reality, it's a duet. So it's interesting to see it in the context of the opera and seeing how it's a duet.
And I guess like the little wrap up is like, this is going to be chopped up into a little review, but would you recommend people to go and watch this? I think I know what you'll say.
Of course I would recommend it. But like you said, rule number 1 of opera is read the synopsis so that you can just mostly watch. Don't be scared if you're lost, because eventually you'll find your path away. Again, we got a little lost in the middle of it and we found our path.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just the music alone, it's worth it.
Yeah, especially like it's not super well known, so I would definitely tell people to check it out while they can.
Cool.
Okay, well, thank you for watching the opera with me.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Oh my god, I felt like waking the dead this morning, getting up at 8. I haven't been up that early in so long.
Andrew, how not? I wake up at 6 every morning.
I could not do that. That's insane.